when I was at my early 20s, I wanted to fly with private jet, drive in a Mercedes, and wear a Chanel bag. I thought that's how life should be, or at least that's how a successful life should be. And I thought I would be so happy if I could have all these things. At the age of 26, I work in a fine dining group. I got my Louis Vuitton. I fly with first class, and I stay in luxury hotels, try out different Michelin restaurants and fine wines. But I wasn't happy. Last year, I started my minimalism journey. I decluttered over 50% of the things in my life, such as clothes, toxic relationships, unnecessary contacts, and of course, the Louis Vuitton. I decided to sell it, not only because at that time I was trying to implement minimalism in my life, and I figured that I didn't need this bag anymore, but more for I realized that my happiness doesn't come from owning any material item, whether it is a simple one or an expensive one. I thought of the happiest moment in my life, and to me, that's having bonding relationship and lovely conversation with the people that I care, being able to do what I truly love, or just spending time in the nature. And the funny fact is, all of these are kind of cost-free, and none of them are related with any material good. Yet, they are exactly the things that always make my heart swell with joy and love. Admit it or not, brands and companies have been getting so good at selling us not only the item itself, but also a lifestyle, a vision, and a value. If you want to be a cool guy, a young promising professional, put on this shirt. If you want to look like an avid outdoor lover, wearing these shoes is definitely gonna help you. Bombarded by information like this, gradually we started buying what they told us. And consciously or unconsciously, we can't help associating the things with different images that are inserted into our minds by the brands, or simply just images pictured by ourselves. But at the end of the day, I have learned that stuff is just stuff, no matter how it's marketed or labeled. And it really doesn't define who we are or change our lives. People that love you will never judge you by what you put on outside, and those who change their attitudes for what you have, they never really want to know you nor care for you. % of the luxury goods depreciate at least 20% once you get it off the counter, and even more by years. The Louis Vuitton bag I sold depreciated more than 80% in 3 years, even though it was still in a good condition, and the Longines watch that I sold also depreciated more than 70%, even though I just used it for less than 5 times. Ask yourself why you want to have this item is crucial. When we don't know the answer of why we have to own this thing, I think that's when we become more susceptible to being influenced by the ads, others' opinion, and social expectation. From my own experience, I think overconsumption happens more when we don't understand the value of money or don't have a financial plan for it. Literally, at school, we learn everything. Mathematics, chemistry, physics, English, what else? Geography, many things. But nobody ever taught us about money, which is fundamental in our life. Because honestly, whatever we're doing later after graduation, whether we like it or not, is to earn money. Without money, we cannot do anything. This is the brutal truth. But ironically, few people truly understand the value of money, let alone making any plan for it. Since that you are still watching this video, I assume that you really want some change in your life. Therefore, I sincerely suggest you to stop living from paycheck to paycheck, especially if you like to be financially independent one day, and start to learn about money and have a financial plan. It is not as difficult as you thought. You can simply start with setting aside at least 20% of your income into a saving account every month. That is a very simple step and a really good start. Life is short, so do what you really love and live in love. This is the most important lesson that I have learned from my early 20s. If a person starts to work at the age of 25 and retires at the age of 65, he or she will be spending 40 years at work, which is a half of their life. See, we never spend so much time on anything. But the reality is that most of the people nowadays have jobs that they don't really enjoy or even feel miserable about. However, human beings naturally seek for happiness. Nobody wants to be miserable. Everybody wants to be happy. But when you spend 8 hours a day on things that you don't love, you want to pamper yourself with the material goods, as those are the easy happiness to get, just spending money. Guys spend money on alcohol, cigarettes, or clubbing, and girls mostly spend money on clothes or makeup. Even their closets can hardly be closed already. But at the end of the day, nothing can buy us happiness, because happiness doesn't come from outside. When we love what we do, time flies. We are nourished by love. We feel that time is well spent, life is meaningful, happiness and gratitude overflow from inside. In the end, I just want to say that life is short, so be courageous to do what you love and choose to live in love. When you sense the beauty of life, you don't need me to tell you life is beautiful and worth living. And paying for vanity to impress other people is just meaningless. You know the answer yourself already.